What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this will be my last video for the night. Your boy's tired. It is the New Year's. Hope everyone's having fun. Hope everyone is safe, and hope everyone is enjoying the festive time, except for DSP. Anyway, looking at our boy DSP's daily rap after his disastrous Warzone 2 New Year's Eve pity stream. And I think he played Pokemon and limped over the tier 2 tip goal when two whales came in and dropped in some donations. But nobody bothered to name a Pokemon, even though they dropped more than $25 that they needed. No one cared to name a stupid Pokemon. So I'm guessing that grift is drying up, and DSP is going to have to come up with a new scam to pry away the money from his dead heads. So let's see what Phil has to say.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Saturday, the 31st of December, 2022. That's right, the final day of 2022, and it was a good one. Overall, it was quite a good day, I feel. I had a great time on stream. I hope that you guys felt the same if you were here. If you were not, let's talk about what you missed. First of all, on today's Level 1 podcast, I discussed at length the controversy on YouTube right now among top content creators basically saying that there is some kind of a phantom shadow behind the scenes change to demonetize videos. Okay, I talk about it at length without going into massive detail about it. They're wrong. This is something that has already been in effect for months.
Well, I feel like I always repeat myself with this guy. No, Phil, you are wrong. The changes that they're referencing are changes that gradually were implemented about 2 months ago with rating your video and notating any specific issues with it. Yeah, everyone knows about that. That's fine. YouTube, what ended up happening here now is that essentially it was that if you had any swear words within the first 15 seconds of your content, the likelihood of your video getting ads or getting limited ads was great. That's typically what would occur, but YouTube wasn't applying that policy thoroughly. So what they did was they based your previous rating of previous videos, and if your rating was pretty good, they essentially kind of bypassed the check for ad and approved monetization. What changes? It's no longer just 15 seconds. It's anything, I think, within the first five. I forgot what the length was, but it's pretty lengthy. It's not just simply the first 15 seconds like you're stating. That's the one thing. The second thing is that if you do curse a lot in your video and YouTube hasn't stated what that threshold is, but like many of your videos, when you're using a lot of swearing, you're going to get limited ads. So there's a big discrepancy between demonetization and limited ads. Demonetization means you're not a partner anymore, so that's the wrong terminology. Limited ads is when your video is still approved by YouTube to play on YouTube, but it's not ad friendly, so they're going to limit your ads. So the only money you can probably get off of it is through YouTube Premium. So if someone's watching it using YouTube Premium, then you may get the ad revenue that would have applied. So what people are saying is that, and this is true, YouTube, when they instituted that policy a few months back, they said that that it was going to be phasing gradually, and one of the things that they were going to do was they were going to apply it retroactively. Now that's something they haven't done until recently. So with your Moist Criticals and your few other folks, that's what they're saying. They're saying that their videos, your old videos, are getting limited ads, and their existing videos are getting limited ads too. And I think I know why that's occurring. So essentially, you get rated as a content creator by how you apply the ratings to your videos. So you you're self-reporting to YouTube, and you're essentially saying, yeah, my video has cursing, my video is of violent nature, whatever the case is. And then YouTube decides whether they're going to apply ads or not. If you incorrectly rate some of your videos, then what ends up happening is what YouTube is doing now is they're automatically giving your video limited ads. And what then you have to do is then you have to you have to ask YouTube to manually review it to see if it falls within the guidelines. And most of the time, it does. I get videos that get limited ads every so often. And it's typically if there's just too much cursing or I didn't rate it properly, right? And I submit a manual review asking them to manually review it, and they do. And 9 out of 10 times, they reverse their thing and they say, yeah, you're good. Your video meets monetization. So the thing that they were mainly complaining about was that it was being applied retroactively, and that actually occurred to me. I had about 9 to 10 videos that were fine, were no issues, that just recently got limited ads placed on it. And what I did was I filed an appeal, asked them to manually review it, which they did. And of the, I think it was 10. Of the 10, 9 got reversed and 1 stayed under limited ads. So Phil, what you're saying is you're incorrect. You have no clue what you're talking about. And the funny thing was, on the podcast, you actually went and reviewed your YouTube studio, and for some magical reason, you found a whole bunch of limited ad videos. Your Callisto protocols, most of them were and you didn't even know this. So this tells me you don't even bother to check whether your videos have limited ads or not, or you don't understand what it means to have limited ads placed on your videos. Limited ad basically means you're not getting any revenue from ads unless someone that has YouTube Premium watches the video. Apparently you don't understand that. So I found that you started squirming when you've realized, oh, a bunch of my videos are limited ads. And I'm pretty sure you're going to probably look in that later on, and you're going to submit an appeal like I did, and hopefully they'll change their mind and remonetize the video. So for you to sit here and basically say what these YouTube creators are saying is stupid or incorrect, you're wrong. You sound like a moron. Why don't you research the issue just a little bit and not just assume because someone's rich and popular that they're ignorant or they're wrong or they're lying. You always do that, and what you do is you stick your foot in your mouth because you think you know it all, and you don't.
They just don't pay attention. They're freaked out because they make way less content than most people. They put out 1 or 2 videos a day and usually a stream. And if that gets demonetized, you're talking about a third of their content or more that they lose a day that they get money on. They also don't diversify their content that well. And therefore, if they get that money lost, they're going to have to lean on other things to make income. So that's why you got big content creators kind of freaking out about it. I talk about it in big detail on the podcast this morning. And, you know, it was a good one. It was basically a good podcast, although admittedly, I didn't talk that much about New Year's. I kind of forgot, honestly. I got kind of wrapped up with the other topics I wanted to talk about and didn't talk that much about New Year's at all.
Like you forgot about Mother's Day, like you forgot about your wife's birthday. Yeah, we know how you forget these important holidays and momentous things like your anniversary as well.
All right. Still a good show, though. Hope you give it a look. First stream today was Pokemon Scarlet returning with the new capture device in tow. It was funny because people were like, wow, the color's so much better, but why does the game look like shit? I said, because the game does look like shit. Pokemon Scarlet runs horribly on the Switch. It always had. It wasn't ever my capture device. It was just the game was really bad. We had fun. We basically wrapped up the stuff getting us into the end game of the game. So we, for example, we finished the final gym of the game, which allows you now to go to Victory Road and fight the Elite Four. We also did the final Team Star base, and we caught a bunch of new Pokemon, had a new team built for it and all of that. We had a Pokemon or 2 get named. It was a great stream. Support was quite good. I was pleased. Everyone had a great time with the return of Pokemon Scarlet. Now, we are now poised to finish the game within 1 to 2 more streams because all that's left is the conclusion of the Team Star plotline, which is back at the school, supposedly. Then we've got the conclusion of the Titan Pokemon plotline, which I believe is at the lighthouse where it all started. And then we've got the Elite Four and the finale. Will it take 1 or 2 streams? I'm not sure, but I think that we are poised to do it. And within the next week, we will likely finish Pokemon Scarlet. Okay? Just so you know, that's where we're at right now. The night stream tonight was Warzone 2.0. I was seeking out the big W. Could I get my first win, before 2022 ended? In fact, I even brought my gin into the office and said I would do a celebratory shot of gin if I got my win tonight. Did I get it? Did I not? Check out the footage, which is going to go live momentarily to know that answer. Now,
you don't need to. He didn't get the win. He placed 7th once, and then everything after that was like 75th place and up. It was terrible. It was utter garbage.
Now, I also did one other special thing. I did a brief but special video that was my New Year's message to you. All right. I don't want to spoil it here. I hope that you'll watch the video if you haven't seen it yet. I'm actually going to, once it's live, I'm going to make it my featured video on DSP Gaming.
Don't waste your time. My video is up. It basically captures this, and I pig explain it to everyone. I translate it. So essentially, like I stated in my video, it was just a rant video, and the only thing he thanked the dents for was giving him money. That literally sums up that video. It was pretty pathetic.
For the week, so I hope everyone who watches the channel will see it, and I want you to understand what was important to me this year, how happy and proud I am of how the channel did, and how you guys were there every step of the way, and how we grew together, and what a great year it was. All right, so that video should be live shortly. You'll probably see this video first live, then that video, then the gameplay. I hope you'll give it all a look. All right, guys, thank you so very much. What's going on tomorrow? Sunday, the 1st of January, another full gameplay stream day for me. Level 1 podcast. We're going into this bag and actually looking at these capture devices. I was supposed to do it today, but I got so wrapped up. In my story about the YouTube stuff that we didn't get to do this. We'll do it on the podcast tomorrow. It'll be a fun way to start the year. I'm sure.
Why hasn't he returned those yet? He got those, I think, what, Thursday, maybe Friday? Why didn't he take those to Kohl's or whatever and return them? $100, he is not going to return them. He's going to put them in his closet and keep them there and waste that $200 that he spent on those capture cards. I guarantee it, because he's just so lazy that he won't get off his butt, print out a label. And you don't even have to print out a label for Kohl's. All you have to do is just go to your app, start the return process, and then take it in just like that. And they'll wrap it, they'll put a label, and they'll handle everything. But I guarantee you that bag and those capture cards will be there the next time Phil does his closet cleanup part 4. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. There's not much to it. Phil just regurgitating the same bullshit he talked about all day long, all week long, about his stupid capture cards. He was in rare form today, though. He decided he wanted to lay in on some content creators. Just because they've raised their voices regarding YouTube's policies on monetization. And of course, Phil's fine as long as he gets his, $150 to $200 in tips every day. He's fine with that. And then he gets his, usual average money per month by YouTube, and of course Patreons and so on. So he's okay. He's good. Our boy clocked about 130K this year. So he's fine. He's happy. That allows him to live his gout-ridden life. It allows him to, play WWE at Champions as much as he wants. It allows him to buy, whale tail gin, and he's like a pig in slop, and he's happy, regardless of in debt he is, and regardless of how, one small little minor hiccup to his life can ruin everything. He doesn't care as long as he's getting those tips and being able to eat DoorDash and play WWE Champions. He's doing great. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, Happy New Year's. Peace out.